し仲間が一人急に姿を消してもパニクんのよ。
また私。Look at this spectacular sight. Alas, it is now a battlefield. Warriors from afar rest scarce. The honor they seek. One should spar from time to time. After all this time, you still tend to war unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. 1,000 wounds in one breath. At you, 1,000 wounds in one breath.
喧嘩か？ちょっとかぶっておくか。
1,000 wounds in strike. And after all this, 1,000 wounds in unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn strike. And 1,000 wounds, and after all this time, you still tend to war. 1,000 wounds in one unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
Mission accomplished.
The sunset weaves a silken river. Heaven and earth bolster me upon departure. At your unsteady posture, wavering intent, 1,000 wounds in one breath. At your command, 1,000 wounds in one breath. One should, after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. 1,000 wounds in one breath. Unsteady posture, 1,000 wounds in one breath. Strike. After all this time, unsteady posture, unsteady posture, unsteady posture, strike, and sunder the tides connect, retract, and leave no peace bereft. After all this time, use unsteady posture, 1,000 wounds in one breath. Strike, unsteady posture, wait 1,000 wounds, and after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Strike, and 1,000 wounds in one breath. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Unsteady posture, wait after all this time, strike, strike, and sunder the tides connect, retract, leave no unsteady posture. After all this time, use unsteady posture, strike, and sunder the tides connect. After all this time, strike. After all this time, you still tend to war for solution. The sunset weaves a silken river. Heaven and earth bolster me upon departure. One should, after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. At your strike, and sunder the tides connect. One should unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. One should spar from time to time. 1,000 wounds in one breath. At your command, strike, and strike, and strike, and unsteady posture. 1,000 wounds in one breath, strike, and sunder the tides connect. Unsteady posture, unsteady posture. 1,000 wounds in one strike, and sunder the tides connect. Reach after all this time, you strike, and after all this time, you still strike, and sunder the tides connect. After all this time, you unsteady posture. After all this time, unsteady posture, wavering in. After all this time, strike, and sunder the unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Unsteady posture, wavering in. After all this time, you 1,000 wounds in one breath.
Accomplished.
The sunset weaves a silken river. Heaven and earth bolster me upon departure. At your command. At your strike, and sunder the tides connect. Retract, and leave no peace bereft. After all this time, you still tend to war. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. 1,000 wounds in one breath. At your, after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. A 1,000 wounds in one unsteady posture. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Strike, and sunder the strike, and sunder the tides connect. Retract. After all this time, after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Warriors from afar rest scarce. The honor they wear spurs them to march. 1,000 wounds and after all this unsteady posture. 1,000 wounds and strike, strike, and sunder the tides connect. Retract, and leave no 1,000 wounds after all this time, strike, and sunder the tides unsteady posture. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. The sunset weaves a silken river. Heaven and earth bolster me upon departure. One should 1,000 wounds in one breath. At your 1,000 wounds in one breath. At your command. 1,000 wounds in one breath. One should spar from time to time. At your strike, and sunder the tides connect. Retract, unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Strike, and sunder the tide, strike, and sunder the tide. 1,000 wounds in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering in unsteady posture, wavering in 1,000 wounds in one breath. After all this time, 1,000 wounds in strike, and after all this time, you still tend to war for solution. After all this time, you still tend to 1,000 wounds in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Unsteady posture, wavering after all this time. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, strike. 1,000 wounds in one breath. 1,000 wounds in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering after all this time. You after all this time. Unsteady posture, after all this time. You still tend to 1,000 wounds. Unsteady posture, wavering intent. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. Strike, and sunder the unsteady posture. Strike, and sunder the strike, and sunder the tides. Unsteady posture, wavering after all this time. You strike, and sunder the unsteady posture. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet. 1,000 wounds in one breath. The sunset weaves a silken river. Heaven and earth bolster me upon departure. At your command. At your strike. And sunder the tides bet. Retract. 1,000 moves in one breath. One should unsteady posture. Wavering intent. Much to the after all this time. You still tend to war for solutions. One should strike. And after all this time. 1,000 moves in one breath. After all this time. You still tend to unsteady posture. 1,000 moves in one breath. 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike. And 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike. And sunder the strike. Strike. And after all this time, you still tend to war. After all this time, you still tend to war for unsteady posture. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace. Unsteady posture. 1,000 moves and strike. Unsteady posture. Wavering intent. 1,000 moves in one breath. After all this time, unsteady posture. Strike. 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike and sunder the tides. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace. Bereft. After all this time, you strike and unsteady posture. Wavering in 1,000 moves in one breath. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Warriors from afar rest scarce. The armor they wear spurs them large. At your 1,000 moves in one breath. At your command. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. At your strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. One should strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Unsteady posture. Wavering intent. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. 1,000 moves in one strike and sunder the unsteady posture. Wavering unsteady posture. Wavering intent. Much to strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike and sunder unsteady posture. Wavering in after all this time. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. 1,000 moves in one breath. Unsteady posture. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions.
もし仲間が一人急に姿を消してもパニクんなよ。
やってみましょう。水がない。Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft. One should stop after all this time. You still tend to war for solutions. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. At your strike and sunder the tides bet. Strike and unsteady posture. 1,000 moves in one breath. 1,000 moves in after all this time. 1,000 moves in one unsteady posture. Wavering intent. Much to learn yet. 1,000 moves in one. 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike. Strike and sunder unsteady posture. Wavering unsteady posture. Wavering intent. After all this time, you still tend to war. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. After all this time, unsteady posture. 1,000 moves and strike and sunder. After all this time, strike and after all this time, you unsteady posture. Wavering intent. Much to learn yet. 1,000 moves in one breath. 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike and sunder the tides bet. Retract and leave no peace bereft.
Mission accomplished.
もし仲間が一人急にここでいいんだ。
やってみましょう。
どうすりゃいいんだ。
また落とし。どうしやすか。
Many intellectuals must join a battle before penning a deep.
ここでいいんだ。
One should 1,000 moves in one breath. One should 1,000 moves in one breath. One should strike and sunder the tides cleft. 1,000 moves in one breath. Unsteady posture. Wait 1,000 moves in one breath.
At your disposal. Please stay calm. It's a bit tricky, but as long as you give me some time.
Unsteady posture, wavering in. After all this time, you strike and sunder the tides cleft. Retract, strike and sunder the unsteady posture, wavering in 1,000 moves in one breath.
やってみましょう。
After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Strike and sunder the tides cleft. After all this time, you 1,000 moves in one breath. 1,000 moves in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering in. After all this time, you strike and sunder the tides cleft. Unsteady posture, wavering in. 1,000 moves in one breath. After all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Strike and strike and sunder the tides cleft. Retract and leave no peace bereft. Unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
た
The moves in one. After all this time, after all this time, after all this time, after all this time, you still tend to war for solutions. Strike and sunder the 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike and sunder the unsteady posture, wavering in. Strike and after all this time, unsteady posture. After all this time, unsteady posture. Wait, strike and sunder the unsteady posture, wavering intent, much to learn yet.
ここだここ
1,000 moves in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering in 1,000 moves. After all this time, you unsteady posture, wavering in 1,000 moves in one breath. Strike and sunder the 1,000 moves in one breath. Unsteady posture, wavering in unsteady posture, wavering in 1,000 moves in 1,000 moves in one breath. 1,000 moves in one breath.
Accomplished.
1,000 armies move at the beating of your war drums, with a handful of sand to clean the blood from one's armor. What a tremendous victory!